She just went full out. She just totally exerted all her energy. There she goes. Starts to slow down. I know what that feels like. I don't run, but I know what that feels like. Dove. She freaking dove. I couldn't believe it. I was watching this live, and I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and I was just like totally blown away that she just dove and that she was just done. And you just look at how they're breathing. You look at how much they just exerted. And they just did this for their country. And Miller was given the race. And there's a few things that I want to point out about watching this and viewing this. Look at her gratitude right here. Look at this woman's gratitude. And that's the type of response, and it's the type of reaction. You know, a lot of people might think like, she's overreacting. Well, I don't think so at all. I think she's just full of this gratitude, this disbelief. Like, she thanks the Lord right there, first of all, and she prays. And she's just full of gratitude. And somebody like that who's going to dive, and I commend all of these other racers for coming over and congratulating her. I think that's beautiful too. Felix, girl, you did a fantastic job as well. Fantastic job as well. And when I see this type of, when you watch something like the Olympics, and it's definitely something to watch, you see how people are so willing to just give their absolute all for other people. You know, if you think that Miller's goal right now was to just be the best in the world, I think you have it wrong. I think she was running for her family. She was running for her country. And that's what makes the Olympics so special. You run for your team. You run for your country. You run for your coach. You run for your family. You run for everybody that's watching you. You run for other people. That type of desire and that type of gratitude only comes when you do it for somebody else. She's totally separated from herself. She's separated from her body in that moment. And that was pure spirit and love for other people that pushed her past and that made her dive. She did everything she had to. Here it is again. Slow it down. She just dove. So we all have this amazing opportunity in front of us to learn from these amazing athletes who are the best in the world, who are literally declaring themselves the best in the world. And a lot of people are like, I would love to be an Olympic athlete. Well, the Olympics isn't just about being an athlete. The Olympics aren't just about sports. The Olympics are about the drive of human nature and the teamwork of human nature, and when we really, really put our hearts and our minds to something, it can be accomplished. And when we humble ourselves, it can be accomplished. There have been so many historical things that happened during the Olympics that I believe everybody should be watching at least a little bit of the Olympics and trying to learn something from it, trying to really glean off of, these are experts in their field. They're absolute masters. And even just to have the audacity to try out for the Olympics alone has to tell you something about that person. Has to tell you about the type of person they are and the type of belief that they have in themselves and in their ability and in their team and in their coach that trained them. In order for them to be where they are, they had to have gone through something really difficult. And if you read the stories of a lot of these Olympians, they don't come from amazing backgrounds, or some of them come from amazing backgrounds. It's all mixed. There's this beautiful, ginormous diversity of people that come from all over the place. And they come and they just totally demonstrate what, I don't want to say human will, but what the spirit of a human can do. And the power of gratitude. You see all these, these gold medalists. It's people who are taking the win for their country, right? And of course, I'm rooting for the USA because I'm from the USA. But at the same time, I'm just rooting for these humans to give their all and to not allow themselves to be defeated because maybe in one category they didn't win and they're competing in a different one. watch human behavior. It's so exciting and it's so exhilarating, and you can glean something from it. I don't care if you are a garbage truck driver or you're a teacher or whatever you are, whatever you do day to day, you can glean something from the Olympics. And I think it's an absolutely amazing example of what a human can do.